So my project is about particulates on careline-days. Particulates is a type of air pollution. Then my future study is what I would have done different. The only thing that I would have done different is I would have put the particulates on a different side of the modular, so maybe it would be closer to the car line.
So this is amazing invisible ink. The Greeks and Romans used the milk from a cymus plant, a small cactus. Results show that when an image was written in vinegar, it appeared faster and was easier to read than lemon juice. Therefore, the hypothesis that lemon juice being higher in acidity was not supported and was not easier to read was not supported by the results.
Okay. My project was on which parachute is better to use, a circular parachute or a square parachute. The mask was what I held the egg in, so it wouldn't fall, and then the test would get all mixed up. And then the top, this was the top of the parachute. I used a plastic bag for it, and the top of the parachute is called a canopy, and that's what it looks like in real life.
This is my test on sugary drinks and teeth. My question is, how does sugar affect teeth? The Coca-Cola is the worst since it had a lot of bumps, big ones too, and it got really dark. Lemons have voltage in them, and that they can actually be used as a battery. My hypothesis was, I thought with about 6 to 10 more digits we will be able to cover the calculator we want to power. If I were to do this project again, I would probably do it with oranges or something else. This is my experiment about how tall fruit plants will grow in the same environment. The kale is the fastest growing plant out of itself, arugula, and squash, all very fast growing plants that are produced in food. And my future study is, if I were to do this experiment again, I would have more plants to measure.
What method will clean a penny the best? And the abstract shows that I am going to use different methods to clean pennies, and the methods are vinegar and salt, Coca-Cola, and ketchup. The conclusion is that the Coca-Cola method was the best.
So my project is about do lighter objects or heavier objects get launched farther? And the procedure is to a tennis ball into the launcher and then fire it, and then you put a stress ball into the launcher and fire it. Then you record how far they went, and then you test it 25 times. My dependent variable is the 2 different types of seed plants. My dependent variable is the height of the basil and mint plant. My control variable is the amount of water I used equally for each plant. And if I was to pick if I did this again, I'd pick a plant with a thicker stem.
My project was how much salt is needed to change the density of a glass of water. And the question was how much salt is needed to change the density of a glass of water to make an egg float to the top. And the conclusion was it floated when 16.5 grams of salt was added.
So what I'm doing is testing out, I'm blowing out candles with masks and seeing if the candle will blow out. This study will help you know which mask is best to use. Results. All the masks were tested around 15 times, and the N95 was the best at the edge.